Greetings everyone. In this video we'll be looking on how to create a foundation, how to do a excavation to form the trenches of a building, and also on how to lay the bars or to lay the steel in order to form the foundation beam and column. So I'll explain everything for you. It will start here. The process of creating a foundation start by making a survey. You have to start by applying a survey before you build a certain type of a building. So you'll start by doing a surveying and do the measurements of the trenches, the measurements of that particular type of a house that you want to create, or that particular type of a building. Okay guys, in this video we'll be looking at the construction of a building from foundation to completion. So once you are done with the surveying on this particular type of a project, you have to do measurements and then do excavation. Once you are done doing the excavation and also a measurement, let me say on the measurements from here to here, it's 50 meters, and from here to here it's 2 meters, and from here the parking length is about is about 20 meters, right? I want to show you all the measurements. I want to show you the inside measurements, but I'm trying to show you an example of measurements. Then this side is equal to this side, right? And then from here to here, it's 26 meters. Now let me say 24. Then from here to here, it's at 6 meters. Alright. And then once you are done with the measurements, the footing reinforcement mat must be there, so that, because here you'll have to create the column steel here, and you must also use the steel to create the column here. And here there must be a column, and here as well, and here there must be a column, a steel column. And then once you are done creating the steel column, once you have put the footing reinforcement mat and created the column, then you start laying your blocks actually, blocks from here to here, to this from this column to the other column. These columns must be column of 20 meters for the 18 meters for the first floor. Must be of 18. You'll create, once you are done, once you have reached the level of the surface. Let me say the trench is of 8 meters. 8 meters trench. 8 meters. Once you have read the surface from your trench, then you will do what you call a backfilling. Backfilling whereby you add the soil on the surface of all these rooms. Add the soil, then do compaction. Once you are done with compaction, you will then do what you call it. You will create the slab for the foundation of this building. Once you are done with the foundation, once you have created you have done with the compaction and created the slab, you will then start creating the wall using the blocks, creating the wall of the building, creating the wall of the building. You create the wall of the building. The building the first floor is of about 18 meters long. The height is 18 meters. And once you are done with creating those walls of the first floor, you'll do what you call, for these columns, you'll do column shuttering. Column shuttering, and then once you're done with column shuttering, you already created these walls of the blocks, the wall of the building. Then you'll start the second floor. Remember, each block is of about 1 meter long, of 1 meter long. The height of the block, the height here, from here to here, 1 meter, if I'm not mistaken, or 0.9. It's 0.9 meters or 1 meter long, the height of the block. And here you will be required, if you're creating the wall, you will be required to make the measurements of the frames, doors, and the windows. Those measurements, you must make sure you don't make an error. Make the accurate measurements, and then once you're done with the wall of the building, and also done with the column shuttering, you'll then do what you call the second floor. I'll show you how to do the slab of the second floor until completion. Okay, once you are done with the slab of the second floor, once you are done with measurements and then the slab of the second floor, then you will create the second floor. The second floor is also of 18 meters height. Height is 18 meters. 18 meters height. The height of the second floor is 18 meters long. On the second floor, on the slab of the second floor, remember you are using planks, steel. You are lipping the steel. You are also using the ceiling, the plank ceiling, just to make sure the slab doesn't collapse down to the first floor. So you have to use those materials. Then create the walls of the second floor. You're also using blocks. And once you are done with the second floor, you will then do a roofing. Do a roofing. Okay guys, once you are done with the roofing of the second floor, once you are done the roofing, because this building is of 2 floors, the downstairs and the upstairs. Once you are done with the roofing on the second floor, then you will have to insert the windows, the doors, and main properties, the outside properties, and then you will have to do a painting. You have to do a painting on your building. Do the painting, plastering actually. You will start by plastering. Plastering, you have to make calculations of the plastering. I've already done those calculations before. You will have to do the calculations of the plastering and then do the practical work of plastering, and then do painting work. And once you are done with that, you will then start doing the inside design of the building. I'll show you on how the inside of the building design, how the inside design work. I'll show you everything step by step. I'll show you the inside design of this property.
Go ahead and knock those mortar lines down. And it is good to check every once in a while, pull a tile up and make sure you got full coverage on that tile. That'll help prevent any cracking in the future. I've gone ahead and made my cuts over here on the wet saw, and you want to make sure that the factory edge, you put that in the middle of the floor and put the cut edge over here, which will remain underneath the trim. And contrary to what a lot of people might think, you do actually need to make sure you have a gap around the border of your floor, because tile does actually move.
So you have your planning, you have done your planning before you created this project. Then the first thing on your design, the inside property of a building, inside property, include the toilet. There are toilets on your planning, right? You have to create those toilets inside this property. You have to create toilets. Okay guys, here we also have a shower, the bathroom actually, the bathroom. Then you have to create what? You have your dining room. You have to insert the property on your dining room. Insert your property. This is done after you have to insert the property on your dining room after doing the tiling work. You have to do the tiling work, then insert the property. To insert the property on your dining room. once you're done with that, remember on your building, once you're done creating the upstairs and then the downstairs, remember there are steps there, steps of the building, from my downstairs, from down to up stairs. There are steps here. On your building, there are steps that you have to be there. You have to see them. And you also have a kitchen. This property has a kitchen. There must be a kitchen here. So you must see the property, the kitchen. You must see how it look. You have to see the entire room of the kitchen, the property, the material there, everything. You must see it. After the completion of this property, the inside design, you have to see it.